For decades, securing a central Delhi address was the ultimate indicator of success. Today, that prestige requires you to live inside a hazard zone. Leaving that address means navigating a gridlock that tests the limits of human patience, turning a standard daily commute into hours of lost time. Despite the air and the traffic, the market still demands a premium. Mid-segment properties in these congested neighborhoods run between 12,000 and 18,000 rupees per square foot. Buyers are actively draining their wealth to buy proximity to the city center, only to sacrifice their respiratory health and daily sanity to actually live there. The real estate market is pushing a specific solution to this problem, migrating outward to integrated townships in the periphery, like Moti city in Modinagar. For most buyers, that proposition sounds backward. Historically, Modinagar was known as a heavy manufacturing hub, not the target destination for a premium residential upgrade. The catalyst attempting to flip that reputation is the Namo Bharat high-speed rail corridor. Developers are leveraging this transit line to make a specific promise. You can leave the smog, triple your square footage, and still maintain rapid access to your career in the capital. The question is whether these peripheral developments actually deliver on that math, or if relocating just saddles you with an exhausting, isolated exurban routine. Delhi's high-density geography creates a basin effect. During winter, falling temperatures trap particulate matter directly over the concrete, locking millions inside a stagnant layer of pollution. Modinagar sits entirely outside this basin, surrounded by the agricultural and forest belts of western UP, which allows for natural wind circulation to clear the air. This chart compares winter air quality. Delhi spikes into the severe 350 to 500 range, while Modinagar hovers between 150 and 250. Noise data follows. Delhi generates a constant 75 decibels, while planned exurbs engineer that down to a quieter 45 to 55 decibels. The respiratory and auditory math heavily favors moving outward. But making that trade means you forfeit immediate, walking distance access to Delhi's legacy hospital networks and premium urban amenities. Moving past the health metrics, we have to look at how these locations distribute raw capital. This footprint comparison visualizes the price gap. Because Modinagar averages between 4,000 and 5,500 rupees per square foot against Delhi's 18,000, the same budget buys roughly 3 times the footprint. Practically, the budget that buys a cramped, aging builder floor in a congested Delhi colony buys a brand new independent villa or a sprawling 3-bedroom apartment on the periphery. But there is an investment risk here. Exurban property lacks the bulletproof, intrinsic land scarcity that protects property values in South Delhi. You are getting a steep discount on space today by placing a bet that future capital appreciation will arrive once the region's transit infrastructure is fully operational. That entire bet relies on the Namo Bharat train. It acts as the mandatory umbilical cord keeping these spacious exurbs tethered to the economic center. Riding this rail line removes you from the paralyzed surface roads, allowing you to commute at high speeds above the gridlock. But adopting it requires surrendering the point-to-point flexibility of your own car. You operate on the train's timeline, not your own. Total travel time is entirely dependent on last-mile logistics. If your property in Moti city is far from the Modinagar station platform, the commute breaks down quickly. The trade-off is absolute. You swap the unpredictable stress of a highway traffic jam for the rigid, unforgiving predictability of a railway schedule. To sell this transition, developers have packaged these benefits into a marketing formula they call the lifestyle dividend. This equation illustrates their claim. Combining healthcare savings, productivity gain, and space wellness yields a net positive lifestyle return. They value the productivity gain at 5 to 10% of annual income, attributing it to better sleep and cleaner air. But a 2-hour commute will immediately erode any energy gained from cleaner air or an extra home office room. The math behind the lifestyle dividend works, but it is strictly conditional. It only pays out if the high-speed rail line actually neutralizes the friction of your specific daily commute. This chart plots available budget against work flexibility. The upper left ideal buyer, remote workers prioritizing health, gets a massive space upgrade. Conversely, the bottom right must avoid it. If you require daily on-site access or city nightlife, this geography will punish you. Buying into peripheral townships like Moti City is an investment in a strictly transit-oriented lifestyle. Your daily schedule and the long-term value of your asset now depend entirely on the execution of the rail line.